Hello, my people. So, here we are, another day. We're in the car. Connor's back there. You can see his booty. So, earlier this week, I shared about one of my experiences I had recently had that just kind of like struck a nerve, and it's all about feeling like you belong and how clicks can just really like make you feel bad about yourself. So, we're going to talk more about that today because it really hit a nerve with a lot of you, and yeah, I think it's good stuff. So, a little bit about me, if you don't know who I am. My name is Sarah. This is Connor. And I'm a mom of 3, and we live in the desert Southwest. And I just have a passion for helping other women, especially, figure out who they are authentically and just living their best life. So, as you join, would you give me a thumbs up or say where you're at so I know I'm not just in my car talking into my phone like a crazy lady like these other people around me might think I am. I'm not crazy. I'm just charming. Yes, exactly. So, all right. So, when I was a kid, I was really shy. Some people who know me now, who are late to the party, think that's really surprising, but it's true. I'm an introvert at heart. And as I've gotten older and had different life experiences, I've become an extroverted introvert. Have you heard of that? What does it mean? Well, it means that at heart I'm an introvert. Like, I need to recharge by myself. I'm a homebody. I just like to be on my own program. And it's fun to be with other people, but sometimes other people's energy sucks the life out of me. So I call myself an extroverted introvert. But growing up, I just felt like I never belonged, and I didn't have any friends, which is all like lies we tell ourselves and stuff. But I was so lonely, and then I got married really young. We were super young and dumb, but luckily we grew up together. And I was 19, and we moved to San Diego, and we were not living on base housing. Hey, Connor, can you please not do that? Go read your book. We're gonna go play at the park in a few minutes. But anyways, I was just super duper lonely. There wasn't a day-based housing we were living in. We were living in El Cajon in this apartment complex, and it got to the point where I just because we were so young, none of Marshall's, my husband's friends, had other wives that I could connect with, or they just weren't married, or they were just, they just weren't living the same life. So anyways, I was super lonely, and I actually put up, so sad, I put up a note in the laundry room in our apartment building that I was looking for other friends, that I was lonely and I was looking to make other friends, and I put my phone number, and no one ever called. Probably because they were like, crazy lady putting up a note in the laundry room. Who is this woman? Weird. So anyways, that was kind of just the story of our early marriage. Like, I was so desperately lonely and sad, but I was so introverted and so unwilling to put myself out there. Santa's not going to bring a friend to my door. Like, this is part of the journey of figuring it all out, that you have to work on you, and you have to put yourself out there in uncomfortable circumstances and situations and change it. Like, it's not just going to magically change. So earlier this week, I was at school dropping the girls off, and I was sitting on the bench with another girlfriend, and we were just visiting, and our kids were playing, and there was a whole bunch of other kids that came over to play with them, and it was cool to see them in their natural habitat. And because I grew up feeling like I never fit in and I never had a tribe, it's been really important to me to raise little people that are friendly and welcoming, and make it a point to let other people play with them, and to give people smiles, and not to be exclusive and snobby and this is our friend group, you can't sit with us, or whatever that mentality is. I don't get that. So that's been my passion, is making sure that we're raising little kids who know their boundaries and don't take stuff from other people, but at the same time they're willing to be friendly and nice and welcoming, even if someone isn't like them or their cup of tea. Life is short. We can all be kind and smile, and you don't have to marry someone. You don't have to commit your life to someone. You can still be a friend and be welcoming. So anyways, my friend and I are sitting on the bench, and this man walks past, and he made this comment about, oh, they're there with their clique, and it just really rubbed me the wrong way, because that's not how I live my life. I have been there. I've been lonely. I felt isolated. I felt like it wasn't good enough and didn't belong, and so I want other women to feel welcome. I want all people to feel special and just they matter. That's my thing. So I made a video, Facebook video, and there was a lot of comments. I was I don't know why I was surprised, because I think this is something we all struggle with, especially high school. Ugh, in elementary school, like, it's just so awkward and weird, and everyone struggles. If you had the time of your life in high school, I'm really curious to see what your life is like now. Like, did it peak in high school? That's why it was so fantastic, and now you're just kind of stuck? Or more than likely, you struggled, like probably 90% of your peers, and everyone else felt uncomfortable and ill at ease, and like you didn't belong, and you didn't have a group or whatever, and now you've bloomed, and you figured out who you are, and you're a freaking rock star human being. So, this is just my 2 cents. But, to each their own. So anyways, I was thinking more about, what to do now that we're adults, and if you still feel like you don't belong. Do you feel that way? Like, do you struggle? Do you feel awkward? Do you feel sad? So I came up with a few notes I wanted to share with you about how you are in charge of your life as an adult. Like, we're no longer awkward kids, and I get that sometimes we can be awkward adults, but there's power in you and your ability to change your circumstances and change how you present yourself and how you go out into this world. So, tip number 1 is to assume the best. Like, if you've been left out of a situation, you didn't get an invitation to something, just assume the best. Like, don't automatically assume that it was intentional, because it happens to all of us where, you forget to extend an invitation, and then as you're with another friend, you're like, oh crap, we should have invited so-and-so. Or maybe you're feeling sad, Panda, because someone didn't reply to your text or your Facebook message or a comment that you left, or whatever it is that you're feeling sad or upset or angry or hurt about. Life happens. We're all so busy. We all have like a hamster wheel in our brain, and maybe it wasn't intentional. So assume the best, that they didn't do it intentionally, and assume the best about yourself. Believe that people like you and that they do want to hang out with you, that it wasn't an intentional slight. It wasn't an intentional snub. Something to think about, don't you think? So just don't take it so personally. Don't take life so personally. We're all busy. We all have things happening, and just let some stuff go. Don't keep a scorecard. Nobody likes that. Not good. Okay. So, from my own personal experience, I found that the less secure I am, the more stuff like that bothers me. It's true, right? Like, if you're just feeling bad about things, bad about yourself, like maybe you feel unmotivated and gross in your own skin, well, if someone accidentally forgets you, it's going to hit you a lot harder than if you're feeling amazing and good in your own skin and confident. So that comes down to, I believe, personal development and working on yourself, working on your fitness, doing the things that help you feel like you won your day, like loving your family. And, there's some flies here. It's Yuma. We're reseeding. So there's like steer manure everywhere, and the flies are coming to my party. Go away, flies. You're not welcome here. You actually are not welcome here, unlike the rest of you. Hi, friends. So as you pop in, drop a like, say where you're at, so I know I'm not just in my car in this parking lot with the flies talking to myself. That would be kind of sad. All right, so another piece of that is it's really easy to be looking for significance and approval from other people. And as we get older and more confident in ourselves, you need to look for that inward. Like, you need to be working on you and not be looking for other people to show you your self-worth, and you need to fill your own cup. Fill your cup, my friends. I have to roll up my window. It's a darn fly. All right, so on my tip number 2, that if you want to be part of something, speak up. If your friends went out to coffee or whatever, and they forgot you or didn't send you an invitation, well, let them know nicely, not in a bitchy way, but just be like, hey, I saw you guys had coffee. It looked really fun. Let's do that. I miss you. Like, just start speaking up. Get out of your own head, because people aren't mind readers. They have so many other things happening, and maybe they just didn't think that you could make it. So speak up. And you know what? I'm being attacked. Help, send help. No, so, you gotta get outside of your own head and let other people know. And if you're still not getting an invitation, well then create something. If you can't join their group, create something and invite the people that you want to have join you. Set up a play date. Set up a park date. I love to host girls' nights in at my house because I am an introvert and I am a homebody. I don't like to go out. So it's convenient for me. My kids are well trained. They stay in their room if I give them snacks, and I can have friends over. And then it's right there. It's easy. It's convenient. So whatever your obstacle is, there's always a way around it. If your husband works weird shifts and you don't have family nearby, or you can't afford a babysitter, have some people over. You don't have to make it super complicated, but get out of your own head and create something. Create an event. My tip number 3 is to audit yourself. Yeah. What are you telling people? Either with your words or with your actions. Like, are you a homebody? I'm totally a homebody. And for a while, Marshall and I wouldn't get invitations out to dinner or whatever, and it kind of bugged me a little bit. But then I realized that all my people that know me, my tribe, they know we're homebodies. Like, we really like each other. We like to hang out at home. I don't enjoy going out. Like, I know. It's you, my bub. We just like to be on our own program, so we don't get invitations because people are listening to what I'm saying. So I shouldn't be all butthurt that I'm not getting an invitation. So if something changes and you decide you want an invitation, well, that's when you either create something, set something up yourself, or let your people know. You got to put the message out there. Again, people are not reminders. And this is another thing that it's occurred to me, like, do you say yes or do you say no? I say no a lot. I want to be better at saying yes, but there's so many other obligations with the kids in school. I'm not good at saying yes. It's easy to stay in your safe little cubby and not put yourself out there, but I realize if I want to get more invitations or I want to be more involved in other people's lives, I have to say yes more. So next month, for those of you that don't know, I host a personal development book club every month, and our read for the month of November is Shonda Rhimes. It's probably backwards for you guys, but it's The Year of Yes. And she's a total introvert. So I think this is really going to speak to me about how just to say yes more, how to put yourself out there more, how to live more. Because you can't be sad that life's passing you by if you're not willing to get out of your own comfort zone. Like, you've got to get out of your own comfort zone. There's a creature on me. There's something on my shoulder. It's crazy. All right. So tip number 4 is to be real. Like, the people that you're trying to be involved with, the people you want to feel included with, like, are they actually people that you love, respect, and admire? Are they actually people that you want to be with? Or are you falling into that high school mentality of it's the cool clique? You know? No matter how old you get, there's always those groups of people that seem like they're cool and you just can't connect with them. And that's okay. They just might not be your cup of tea. And whatever. There's power in that. You got to figure out who you are authentically and stop looking for that approval and significance in other people. Like, find the people that speak to you. Find your tribe. If you need a tribe and you don't have a tribe, put yourself out there. If you want to get involved in fitness and you're a positive person, you're welcome to join my tribe. I feel so passionately about other people feeling like they have a place and they're special and they matter. And that's one of the reasons that I love Fit for Mom so much during a different season of my life, because I needed that. I needed to feel like I belonged. I needed to feel like there were other women who had babies and they just weren't sleeping. That's why it was so powerful for me. That's why I love my business so much, because I get to do that. I get to create a welcoming, kind, friendly environment where people are welcome. As long as you're positive and you're working on you and you're not a complainer, you're totally welcome. So if you're stuck, if you're sad, if you're lonely, if you're the person putting up that friend wanted sign in the laundry room like I was once upon a time, you're welcome. You're welcome, and you can sit with me. I hate those shirts that have the whole, like, you can't sit with us or whatever. No. That's not what we do. If you're 14, 15, 16, okay, whatever. If you're an adult and you're still behaving that way, you need to audit yourself, because that's no bueno. No bueno. We need more love. We need more love evolutionists. Isn't that an awesome saying, a phrase? I love that. So yeah, be real, be authentic, be you, and just honestly evaluate your interaction with others. Like, are you a complainer when people hang out with you? Like, are you always being the sad panda? Are you always the victim? My tip number 5 is one of my favorite phrases ever. Be a winner, not a whiner. Don't whine. People don't want to hang out with other whiners. People don't want to hang out with people who are stuck in victim mode. Wah, 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 poor me. People want to be with other positive people. Studies show that positive people make more money, they get more promotions, they live happier, healthier, longer, more fulfilling lives because they're looking for the good. And this life is a boomerang. It's all about energy. And I know that sounds woo-woo, but it's totally true. You get what you put out. So if you are stuck on the struggle bus and that's all you do is talk about it, and you're always looking for things that you can complain about, or so-and-so left me out, Well, yeah, maybe because of the way you're behaving. I don't know. So, yeah, moral of the story is be direct. If you feel left out and you want to get involved, well then get involved. Get involved. Speak up. Create an event. Create a play date. I don't know, like invite a friend to go for a walk. You're not alone on a desert island. You're not. I'm like, is someone yelling at me right now? No, they're not. All right. So, and just don't be the wounded outsider, because I know that especially when you're feeling insecure, it's easy to be like, no one likes me, no one gets me, that's why I'm never involved or invited. No, you're so much better than that. You're a winner. You're not a whiner. So change your mindset. Do some personal development. Listen to some podcasts. Find other positive people and ride their train. Don't find other positive people and then go like spill your guts in your sad panda life story. But fake it till you make it. I am a huge believer in being authentic. But if your authentic self is someone you don't like, if you feel sad about who you are, you can fake it until you make it. You can step into who you want to become. Totally. If you want to become an outgoing, friendly person, even if you are an introvert, hi, I am proof that that can happen. I am totally an introvert, but I have become, because I put effort and I've worked on it, I've become a friendly, outgoing person. And I make it a point to be welcoming and nice to people. It's not rocket science, totally. All right, so my final tip is to just get out of your own head and live life. Like, if you want something to happen, go make it happen. Go make it happen. Visualize it happening. Just talk to your friends. Set up a date. Set up a date. Join a group. It's Facebook. Hello, we have so much social media. Back when I was this 19-year-old Marine wife, there was no Facebook. I didn't have a cell phone. We didn't have internet. Like, I sound kind of old now, but it's true. Like, right now, you have so much access to so many amazing groups where you can find other like-minded people. You can find your freaks, and you can do stuff with those people. It's not super hard. So if you're feeling isolated and you're feeling lonely, well, then that's on you, because there's so many different things out there that you can get involved in. So my challenge to you today is, if that's how you've been feeling, if you've been feeling like you're not invited, if you've been feeling sad, if you feel like you can't connect with people, if you just feel like you're left out, to look at yourself and see what you're actually putting out. Like, are you being fun? Are you sharing a smile when you interact with people, like at parties or lunch dates or play dates? Are you in the corner, like not making an effort? I get that sometimes our energy is off and it's hard to put yourself out there. I totally get that. And you've got to listen to yourself and feed yourself, fill your cup. But if you want to be part of your tribe, well, then you've got to interact. You've got to put yourself out there. So these are all things that I have done, and they've helped me change my life and go from a quiet loner feeling like I didn't fit in anywhere, I didn't have a tribe, to a thriving woman that I have my village. And yeah, I do my own program a lot of the time, but I know I have people I can plug in with when I need it. And I do set up like monthly get-togethers just because it's easier for me and it's on my own terms, which is, it works for me. So those are my tips for you. I hope that it helped you a little bit. I'm going to give you a call to action. Are you ready? I want you to get out of your own head, and I want you to reach out to a friend today, or plan a play date, or send someone a message. But get out of your own head. Smile at a stranger. Hold the door. Start up a conversation with the lady at Target who's looking at candles with you. Like, people are all everyone has their own struggle, and it does you a world of good to get outside of your own head and your own things happening. Go volunteer somewhere. Go to the Humane Society. Go to volunteer at your kid's school. Like, there's so many things we can all do to make this world a better place, and there's no reason to feel like you don't belong, because you do belong and you do matter, and there are people out there that need you. So live your best life. Change things if you feel stuck. You are the driver of your own bus, my friends. You get to change things. That's pretty freaking amazing. All right, my people, if this was helpful, I would really love it if you drop me a comment, give me a thumbs up, I don't know, tag someone that you think this might be helpful for or with, and just make it count. It's a great day. I'll see you later.